It's the 31st of May and I've just come to have a look at the river at Middleham after all the rain we've had, but it's still pretty low. Oh, I just come up to the River Yore at Middleham and on these gravels here are where the barbels spawn. The water is still coloured from recent rain and it's piling through. I've just seen a big fish rising that crease there. See, the river is eating into this field. More and more of it collapses every year. It doesn't appear to get too close to the edge. A lovely yellow flower growing here. Right on the edge it is. I don't know what it is. And this flower, with loads of bees. There's 3 bumblebees on here. Very common. Also this white, very sweet, sort of peppery smell it's got. Going around riverbanks at this time of year. Smell it from here. Slightly more pink one. A wonderful scent. It just swings around here, cutting into this far bank, and meanders the way down there. It's still finding down. I think in a couple of days' time, if you're a fly fisherman, I think they'll be spot on. You can see there it's been carrying about, I think, 4 feet. It's a great shame. It's just what you don't need just after the fish have spawned, and there've been probably oyster catching this on these gravel beds here. And it just gets swept away. But, that's what these Dills rivers are like. Well, it's Saturday the 8th of June and I've just come down to the local beck with a few worms. I just trot them down here. I thought there'd been a lot more water in here. See, it's absolutely piling on the River Yore. Here, hardly any flow at all. Anyway, not going to be for very long. Fill in an hour or 2. Well, nothing there. The beck's almost static. I go down to Weirpole. So I paddle around in there for a while. It's Monday the 9th of June, a week today. The close fishing season on the river will begin and we'll all be down here. Well, it's obviously rained somewhere, but the river is up quite a lot and it's coloured. It's obviously rained a lot up in the Pennines. These are the sort of conditions you might even get, say, the odd salmon running up here in the summertime. Usually it's October. But when you get a fair bit of water in, especially coloured after a very long dry spell, it encourages them to move upstream from the estuary. I've been out with this strummer. It's getting more like a carp fish would every year, this. This is peg one, trimmed within an inch of its life. Actually, it's quite useful because when the river's right up, you can sit on top of that little knoll there and get cast in. Well, this is peg one, a little bit more water in. And that was here last week, which is nice to see. There's somebody down here really early on next Monday. But, I think last year somebody came in a camper van. Strictly against the rules. You're not supposed to camp in a car park. But the official casting in time is 2 minutes past 4 next Monday morning, the 16th. And last year, I seem to remember, on that first day, the Environment Agency arrived, checking road licences. Last year, this little narrow path, and on either side, there were lots of these wonderful smelling Dame's violets. I couldn't remember the name last week, so I had to look it up. Anyway, they've fallen under the strimmer. I'm back down at Grange Farm Pond in pursuit of these tench, which other people seem to be catching. The fella just next door has just gone. He had one and a few breams, so we've come loaded with all sorts of stuff, mountains of hemp. And I was fishing over there last week and blanked. The block sitting on here, they had about 9 bream and a really good tench. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. See what we get. I fished down on a local beck on Saturday. Water's still remarkably low on the beck. And I just snagged a little wild brownie and it came off. I was only there for a couple of hours. Anyway, today it's quite cool. The wind is from the west, it's quite brisk. Hence the hat and neck gaiter. And it's 4 o'clock, so I shall be here for about 6 hours. If I don't catch a tench in that time, that's it. A nice bream, so we haven't blanked.
You can't get round there.
No.
You just bring through people's gardens.
No, you can't go through the Cowan Park.
Where's Peg 1? Oh, is it the one next to you? This one?
Yeah. That's what they call Peg 1. I don't think they're numbered, to be honest, but that's what they call Peg 1. That comfy peg, that one over there.
I'm just going to have a quick nip round and have a look.
Yeah, oh, it's worth walking round. Yeah.
Don't forget to put your double figure tench on the YouTube.
Oh, Well, still no tench. Lots of knocks. But get him to take it. It's proving very difficult. Still, we had a brave, so we didn't blank. Anyway, from Grange Farm Fonty, take care. See you again. Bye-bye. It's Friday the 13th of June. And this is the view of the River Swale from Topcliffe Bridge, looking upstream. And you see, it's very low. And it's quite coloured. Not as clear as I would have thought in this bright sunshine. It's incredibly hot today, it's 26 degrees Celsius. As usual. Show of chub you get here. They're very rarely caught, these fish. These big ones anyway. I can't see any barbel at all, and it was the same last time I came about a week ago. I couldn't see any barbel anywhere. So one assumes they've sort of dispersed to other parts of the river. Hopefully. Well, there's one there. Hopefully where I'm going to fish.